Hey guys, well, I got another Beth Avenue story for you. I hope everyone's doing well out there today. It's Friday. Wishing you all a good weekend. Now, as you see, I have a picture of the wrong number. It was a cocktail lounge located on West 7th and Avenue T. This bar was a neighborhood bar. It was in the Avenue U area and the West Streets, and all the kids from Avenue U were coming in there. At this time, I was living on West 6th Street and Avenue U. My whole family is from that side of the neighborhood, and that was one of our hangouts where we used to hang out in the wrong number. And from there, we would go to Just Us Lounge, Tommy Karate's place on Avenue West. That was located on West 9th, West 10th, and Avenue S. So these locations were all maybe 10 blocks away from each other. At one time, you also had the My Way Lounge on Avenue U and West First Street. But these are all locations in Brooklyn that were neighborhood bars, and we all used to hang out and have fun with them. Now, the wrong number, there used to be a DJ in there, and sometimes my friend Gerard Bellafiore would DJ. Like I said, all the kids from the neighborhood will come in there. There will always be problems, always fights, stabbings. So I'll give you a short story of when the Bay Parkway kids came in there one time, and my friend Little Sammy was there. My friend Little Sammy is from Bath Avenue. He was one of my friends growing up. He's a Sicilian kid, and he was a ballsy kid. He used to hang out on Bay Parkway, Bath Avenue, 24th Avenue, and Bath, all over Bath Avenue. And back in the day, he was one of the kids I hung out with. I never just stayed on a corner. I had friends all over the place. My friends were located on Avenue U, downtown Brooklyn, Bath Avenue, Avenue X. I had friends all over Brooklyn, not just in one area. And I would drive around and I would scoop my friends up, go for a ride, maybe smoke a joint, hang out, and things like that. That's what I used to do. Always looking for scores, hang out with different varies of people. And I knew people in all different crews and gangs and stuff like that. That's how I was. That's how people knew me. And the wrong number was a hangout spot. All different kids from all different areas would come there. You would have the kids from Bay Parkway, the kids that I used to beef with, the ones that killed Chestnut, and Chestnut and Paulie G ended up killing one of their friends. And they would come in. My friend Sammy was there one day, little Sammy, and he had a blade on him. He carried a gun too every so often. And they come in, the Bay Parkway kids, and they think they're running shit. I wasn't there that day, but I'm in and out of the wrong number, and they're bullying my friend Sammy. So my friend Sammy pulls out his blade and he sticks the kid Tommy McLaughlin. He sticks him maybe 3 or 4 times, and he just runs out of there. Tommy's bleeding, and he had to get out of there, had to hit an ambulance, because once you start losing a lot of blood, that's it. You're going to fall down and you're going to bleed out. So, once you start bleeding, you got to get to an ambulance. You got to get to a hospital. They got to stop that bleeding. So after that, there was a beef with Tommy McLaughlin and my friend Sammy. And later on, I see these kids, and my friend Sammy reaches out to me. He wants to straighten it out. I tell Paulie G about it. And a couple other guys get involved. They want to straighten it out for Sammy too, because the kid's a really good kid. He's from the neighborhood, comes from an Italian family. And these Bay Parkway kids, they're not going to listen to anybody. So when they see Sammy, they're going to do what they have to do. That's just the code of the streets, and, that's the way it is. So one time, we're walking down 21st Avenue, and I know Sammy has a beef with these kids. I got a 22 on me, and all of a sudden, these kids from Bay Parkway, Ty McLaughlin and 2 other kids, are driving down 21st Avenue in broad daylight. It's maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're walking to Sammy's cousin's house on 21st Avenue, his cousin Santo. And these guys, all of a sudden, they jump out of the car. I had the 22, and they go after Sammy. And I pull out the gun. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, stop it right now. Get the fuck off. And they're looking at me with the gun. And I made them stop. Now, I couldn't throw no shots because the neighbors are all over the place. This is broad daylight. So they threw a few punches at Sammy. I got the gun. I told them, I said, listen, get the fuck back. And they get back in the car, and they took off. So they got Sammy. They lumped him. They maybe threw a couple of shots at him as far as hitting him. I mean, and we got away from there. And ever since then, I told Sammy, I said, Sammy, you got to carry a fucking pistol. I'm saying? But I could have shot these guys. I didn't shoot them. I just felt like it was broad daylight. There was lights. There was people out of their windows and stuff like that. But that's an incident that happened with the kid Tommy McLaughlin and the kid Sammy. But the wrong number was always a place to get in trouble. I remember a couple of times me, Gerard Bellafiore, Willie, we would go there, we would drink. This is when I introduced Gerard Bellafiore to guns. And every time he left there, he would take his gun out, he'd start popping shots up in the air. And then one time we had a problem with Baldy, the guy who used to own the place. I think he was a Colombo guy. He was a wise guy. I know he was straightened out. And he didn't want us to come in there no more. And I went to go talk to him. I said, listen, Baldy, my name's Jimmy. I'm from Bath Avenue. I know the other day we were here. We threw a couple shots outside. I apologize. I promise you, I give you my word, it's never going to happen again. And then from there, I knew Baldy. He was a nice guy, a gentleman. And he said, Jimmy, he said, if you never do it again, you're allowed in here. And I respect you for coming here and talking to me. I said, thank you, Baldy. But there was another incident there where I had a stolen Corvette. And I'm leaving the bar. And I get into the stolen Corvette. And all of a sudden, the cops scope me out. They see me. And it's a rainy day. And all of a sudden, they put their lights on. And they're trying to follow me. Now, I'm going for the chase. They're not going to stop me. So I take them all the way down to Ocean Avenue. I take Avenue T all the way down. I'm in the vet. I got 2 wheels on it. And I say, you know what? I'm going for the chase. I ain't fucking going to jail tonight. And it's a stolen Corvette. All of a sudden on Ocean Avenue, hit Ocean Avenue. Ocean Avenue is a 2-way wide street. And I make a spin. And I'm doing a donut. The cops don't even know which way I'm going. So all of a sudden, then I go this way. And I lose them. As I lose them, I go all the way down to Flatlands Avenue. And I called some girl Robin up at that time. And I end up going to a house. And I left a stolen car there. I end up calling a taxi to drive me back to my house. But I lost the cops that night. If they would have called me, I would have went straight into central booking. I think I had a pistol on me too. That's why I took off. But the wrong number, there was always a lot of action in there. And it was a place where there was always stabbings, fist fights. Kids from all over the neighborhoods would come there, hang out. Big Ange would be there every so often. And it was a good place. All my cousins would come in. And we all knew each other. But whenever someone came from a different neighborhood, there was always a beef, a stabbing, a fight, a killing. Something always happened in the wrong number. And I guess that's why they called it the wrong number. But looking back on those times, those were times where there was good memories. A lot of people were alive back then. A lot of nice times, but a lot of crazy times too. But I hope you enjoyed this short story of the wrong number. I'm going to be doing a story soon on a couple bars in the neighborhood. I'm going to stop by there and take some videos and tell stories about them. But if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, and I'll see you guys Sunday on my live Chopping It Up with Jimmy Calandra. I'm hoping to get a special guest on here real soon. You're going to be surprised who it is. Hopefully they agree and they come on my show. I would love to interview them. So with that said, to all you guys, have a great weekend. Give it to God. God first, always. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. And I'll see you Sunday on Chopping It Up with Jimmy Calandra. Have a good weekend. Bye.